And so little things, symbols like Meenakshi, or going on a vacation, or feeling great like Jameis, and then suddenly something happens. These are all indications of a symbolic shift. Now, for me, it has been in a material way. And I suddenly got, because I've been in this process of trying to get through this new door of shifting and transforming myself into a new being, into a more vibrant being from my Singapore days to now. And I've been engaged in certain activity, and I'm now shifting into the next. So Spirit always brings something. And I had the most incredible meditation and awakening Friday night, Saturday, and today we're going to continue. And the presence, and thanking Meenakshi for this space, and every single person here is part of this expanded awareness and opening into a really new cycle of yourself. And when we hit real new cycles, I ask, there are many different things in the universe we can work with. There's north, south, east, and west. There's the serpent, there's the jaguar, there's the eagle, there's the hummingbird, there's animals that guide us, there's angels that guide us. We have our own guides and masters of Kuan Yin, Saint Germain, and other beings from all the cultures. 7 years ago, I was reading a book on angels, and the woman actually sees angels. And I read her 2 books, and I already know this anyway, but sometimes we need a book or somebody to stir us again. And it said, ask the angel for what you want. And it was October, November, maybe December. And I was up north, and there was kind of little frost and snow on the ground. And I said, I want to see a butterfly. I want to see a butterfly. I knew that I was going to see a butterfly, and I will see a butterfly, and I let it go. The intention is prime. I'm going to do this. I see it. I'm connected to spirit, right? And it happens. I let it go. I go in the afternoon with my sister and family to, she likes beer fests that are open with music. I don't drink beer, but there's frost on the ground, and I'm walking over to the benches, and I look down on the ground, and on the ground is a purple silk butterfly about 2 inches. And I went, thank you. And I've had that silk butterfly ever till a day ago, and it disappeared. And for a moment, I was crushed. And then I'm thinking, I get it. Now, material things have energy. Years ago, when I came to Florida and went into a crystal shop and bought some crystals, as I was leaving, the woman knew that I did work, and she said, this is for you. This isn't for other people. This is for you. And she gave me a round stone about that big. It was tan and camel color with creams on the top, flat on the bottom. On the bottom, it had a thumbnail of white. I kept that in my purse, and I kept it with me all the time. After a period of years, if you look at the bottom of that stone, that white had moved all the way out to almost the very rim. It's just a stone. It had moved out. And then someone took it away from me and it disappeared. So we are now in the process of real alchemy, where we materialize and dematerialize not only things, but ourselves. So today, we are going to continue the dematerialization of the past, of all the ancestors, of all the energy that's in the earth. And we are on a journey to begin to bring a different peace to ourselves through being tranquil and an internal harmony, which then brings an inner beauty and balance in each of you as we link, because it's important. All our conscious minds are connected and on this journey, each in a circle of light. And so as we go quickly before we come to the joy of receiving it, I'd like to quickly go around and each person just unmute themselves and share their name, beginning with White Feather.
White Feather.
Thank you. Vivian?
I am Vivian.
Meenakshi?
I'm Meenakshi.
Tanis?
Tanis.
Jamis?
I'm Janmis.
Tree?
I am Tree.
Thank you. Okay. Feel the joining of the united consciousness of our higher being, multidimensional selves. Mute yourself and begin to relax. This is a journey. It is shamanic and beyond shamanic. There is such a thing. We have been shamans for centuries. We have been light beings for centuries. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, lie down, or just sit very, very comfortably. As you begin this journey, you'll begin to feel just above your head a beautiful golden orb of light, beautiful white light. This white light is with you at all times. It now begins to open. As it begins to open, more and more white light begin to stream out of it, forming a beautiful golden white orb around your body, perfectly illuminated with white light and all the colors of light flowing down around you, bringing protection, bringing the protection of your divine soul connected to your higher self, to your spirit, to God, Creator, to Source, anchoring in your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind, and your presence mind as you begin to relax your mind into a space of pure light, just listening to the voice. As we know on all journeys, your journey is unique unto yourself. If a master or any time now or in the future says, bring in something, and you get 2 or 3, then that is for you. If it says bring in something and you get something entirely different, connect with that energy. For you are now on a journey to the tranquil stillness place of your own being. You begin to breathe, focus on your breath. As you breathe, we are connecting to the north point, and that light from the north of the physical presence flows down through you. And the power and the light flows in to all your organs and into your mitochondria. Breathe in again. You are breathing in the south. You are taking in the energies of the electromagnetic energy fields and all that is connected with the south. The light is expanding through your body, multiple colors, luminescent, forming into different patterns around your body. Now we begin to see the east with its bright golden light, silver light, and copper light flowing down in you, again with the power of the animals of light. More and more light is flowing through you. Breathe in. Your body is being transferred with the quantum sparkling lights of the west. The power of the west light flows through you. The ribbons of green and blue, the waters rush over you. You are connecting deeper and deeper with Mother Gaia and your soul essence. And as the top of your crown begins to open up, we are going on a journey that we are connecting with the ancient ones. We are calling in the guides, your mentors, your beings of light and the angels. We're going back in time, and we are taking yourself, your soul, your creator essence with you. In this orb of light, you journey back to a gray space of green light. This green light is now blossoming with flowers all around it, with multicolored flowers. It is bringing you the present light. The past and the present are intertwining. You are here connecting with your family, your friends, the ancient ones, all energies on the earth and sacred spaces you have been. The presence is flowing around you. And before we go further, we are asking that you call in your sacred power animal, or animals, or beings to you. Begin to see the animal that is your new power animal, or your old power with new colors of lights. Whatever it be, however many, invite them into your space and feel them behind you, slowly, slowly coming forward, perhaps coming in front of you, speaking to you, giving their powers of who they are and what they represent to you. For it is now time for your new presence and awareness on earth to light up the fire within your soul and take in this power animal. Ask it to come forth and integrate with you, or animals. Wind rushes through your presence. The air of light grows lighter. The earth around you opens up its energy, and it grows wider and wider. More and more light from the stars and the cosmos flow in. The fire from the center of the earth opens up. It surrounds your entire being. All the elements of the earth, including the metal, begin to form around the outside. And your power animals or beings, angelic or whoever, begins to take greater form within your body. Feel the presence down at your spine. As you do, allow your body and mind to flow to your ancestors in the sacred spots to which you have been. Your family, your friends, and all the ties that have been held on the earth and in the astral energy fields that have been stuck. We are now releasing all past karmic debts, promises, all interconnections that are no longer valid now in this heightened time of the individual freedom of the flower of light, fire within each being of light that must hold forth on the earth to unite the entire earth in the united consciousness of the Creator source of light. So with this, allow your body energy to release your ancestors. Allow all the ancestors, and as it does, bring in the insights of the family interconnections. Bring forth the insights and the lessons of generation upon generation. Bring forth the breath of all beingness and allow it to flow in its circle of own light fire, and see it detaching from you. Circles of light leaving your body, flowing out from your body with joy. And the joy of creating right relationships, of honoring each space, the feather of light within each being, the flame of light within each being, fully within their own presence, on earth and in spirit, and the rising of the consciousness. See it around you. In your mind's eye and in front of you, you will see the planet, and you will see all the beings of light standing in their own fire of light, surrounded by flowers of light. This is the calling. This is the responsibility of the unity consciousness. This is the responsibility of perfect peace We are raising the light higher and higher, the flames, through all the sacred sites and portals of light. The ancient ones and the masters of light join each individual within their circles. And you see the circles getting stronger and the energy from those circles going up with a pure intention of light and love flowing out of the circles, aligning each being into the perfect form of the tranquil human, with its wholeness anchored within the base of its spine to its cosmic presence, opening to its power animals of Mother Gaia and the earth that flows with the frequency of the breath of light through the green, nourishing light on earth, the waters of light on earth, the air of light, and the inner fire and metals of light on the earth. And it is through your body. It grows up stronger and stronger, opening up the doorway into your next form, as the old form of Kundalini rises within your being, all the way up through your power animal, out and through you, over your head, out and off, and dissolves. Your body becomes lighter and lighter. It completely is dissolving all the interconnections that are no longer needed. Your inner strength and your divine mind is opening up through the portals of light on the front of your crown and forehead and at the back of your head, where the 5th portal and the 8th, 7th, 9th, and so on chakras have evolved. They are opening and aligning with your divine mind, and they are integrating within your mind the electrical nervous system, aligning in perfect form and unity, and the consciousness is forming on the top of your crown, the new interconnectedness to the 8th, to the 13th, 18th elemental, multidimensional being, and your sights and feelings and presence on the earth is now expanded into new light. The planetary oneness of the energy on the earth through Kuan Yin and Saint Germain and the masters of Metatron and Melchizedek, Christ consciousness, Buddha, the Hindu gods of the ancient who have transformed themselves into new guardianship, and all those who have into new manifested forms here on the planet. They are welcoming you into this new form of light. They want you to understand that with this quantum healing and aspect within yourself, the time frames on Earth will shift from fast to slow, and you are the creator of that time frame in which you travel. Your healing ability will be augmented and your thoughts will be augmented with the healing ability of the quantum thought process. It is now manifested in the universe and connected to the Galactic Federation and the beings of light that resonate around and beyond the planet and from your own star seeds. Each person, we want you to know, on the planet has gifts. Each person has light. And each person is part of the cosmic whole, advancing into greater awareness. The darkness that is on the planet is as it should be, and there will be those who will remain in the darkness. This is perfect, and it is as it is. We do not have to stay in this darkness ourselves, and neither does the earth for humans. It can evolve in its own form, and as you pass, you have the choice, as does every being, no matter where they are. If they can unattach, they are always given guidance. The realms that we move into when we pass, as we are now opening to your third eye, and fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth are opening. They are vast. They are shamanic. And as you will note, they go beyond the shamanic. And they entangle with the shamanic, for there is nothing left behind. All vibrations are raised simultaneously. But the journey that you carry is instantaneous connection to source light and healing. You may join groups, and wherever you join, you will get pieces of your puzzle. And this puzzle allows you the multidimensional sight and the wisdom of seeing what is happening, maintaining the joy of your own life and the beauty that you see in the life of each being on the planet with you at all times. It is now aligning as the purple ray of the divine presence of the unity consciousness, and the magenta flow down and in through your crown with the light, white, around through your being and anchoring through the points of your physical being. Now, we want you to know that your voices are being used to raise up your voice. So we have the presence now of reaching the extreme peaks of the voice in a channel which is hollow within the structure of our bodies, to the deepest ones that go into the deepest sounds within the earth, up to the highest and lowest we carry within our voice. And we resonate these through you. Now, allow your body, if you choose, to take these new sounds that we carry ourselves down into you, allowing your vocal cords to ascend to the next frequency within your own octave or octaves higher. Now, if you would like, the frequencies are being given to you silently. this to go through your whole entire being and re-energize your entire body from the mitochondria and deeper than that into your quantum being aspect of soul frequency, and activate the protection energy grids around you, anchoring your soul animals, birds or beings, again deeper in the presence of who you are and where you are. They will also come out and journey and may sit somewhere on your shoulders, the top of your head, or walk with you, or just remain in your heart, your high heart, on your forehead. As you see and begin to bring back this beautiful light that has been given to you, allow the quiet light of the invisible source of creation, very, very light, to flow around the top of your crown and over your body, covering you with a thin film of light, white light. And with this, I'd like you to gain your strength of your body and your mind together. And in your mind's eye, I would like you to stand up and journey from the green grass or the space that you've been, and take the green path that is before you all the way down, following it either in a straight line or meandering down to a river's edge. And I would like you, as you stand near the river's edge, to see the water flowing before you. And I would like you to see the water essence, the God of the water, flowing up out of the water and over you, washing over you and taking away all the residual pain and anguish and connections and trauma and drama. We no longer carry the trauma and drama. We release it off our body and all the emotional aspects. And the angel of the water and that light of emotion takes it down and off and around and takes it into the earth with the earth angel of light. And now, feeling beautifully refreshed, you turn around and look behind you, and you see a rock, and you go over to the rock, and you sit on the rock with your power animals. And in front of you suddenly appears a beautiful flame of light. It is surrounded by flowers of light in a circle in front of you. And let the power animal again whisper to you. Ask the power animal who you are. Who am I? Who am I? Let the power animal speak to you. And after it has spoken, Get up and walk to the center of the flame of light. And feel your soul and spirit wrap that energy within you and around you and transform your entire being to the micro level of your conscious mind's presence throughout time and space. Breathe in the love that you are receiving now for the Masters, Metatron, Melchizedek, the Logos, and other beings of light, angels, and animals are all around you. They are here to honor your soul and your presence of who you are and the unity consciousness that's being created on the earth from your divine presence and alignment into your soul aspect and the acceptance of this journey. We are asking now, you breathe in this light with joy. You begin to fill up the cup, which is you are the cup of light. You are the cup and the pure essence. You are now drinking in the light of love from the source and the creator to co-create and create and manifest the magic on the earth, to give the gift of giving and removing and receiving and manifesting and meditating and mediating on the earth. Breathe in more and more light. Begin to feel this beautiful robe of light over you, dissolving into you. And you are standing alone in a beautiful space of just white light and joy. Feel the joy flowing through your body. You have been renewed. We have honored everyone here and our co-creation and our creation together of this unity, and within that of all on the planet who are connecting, and a space in which others can connect and transform. And with this, you feel yourself back in the room where you started. You feel you are lighter. Your power, energy, animals are with you. The energy may still be working on you, and we give thanks for this. We acknowledge the power animals, the angelic force, the beings. We thank you for this divine meditation and your presence with us at all times. We thank you for the light and the deeper understanding of who we are as individuals and a greater presence on earth as humanity and beings in the cosmos collectively. We understand our journey through discarnate selves when we pass into our invisible selves, either in dream state through our body consciousness on earth, or if we pass through and leave our body behind and journey into the other realms of light and multicolors. They are all open. We breathe in the light. We connect to source. And we are now present with great joy Feel your light. Feel your energy being. Feel now that circle of white light that has enveloped you, that protective energy. I want you to feel yourself in this protective energy. Feel your body in it and feel that energy of protection and feel that source of ever protecting light above your head. Now that light of protection gives off pure light and love to others. It radiates out that light of unconditional love of every other being that carry the light and love. You no longer have to take on their energies in any form of the physical body. It is sent back to them, and it is automatically adjusted within their own energy bodies for sending back light and creating a right relationship with anything that is understood or not spoken, that is of a need that you can manifest, is granted through divine dispensation of your own presence and acknowledgement. You are a being of quantum healing and light of the divine presence. And it sends it out through light and love. And it sends out and brings back into you inner strength and courage of standing within your own flame and feather of light. It brings back a resonance for the insight we carry no matter what happens to us, no matter what we see. We accept the insight, the unconditional forgiving ourselves the freedom to gain the insight that someone else can present us with. Love and joy, no drama. The emotions of joy continue throughout our body, resounding with the next insight, the next learning, the next lesson to share, or just a thought. And that resonates within this beautiful, magical energy field you are now carrying. For you are the light, and you are the love, and you have all my power and greater. So say the masters of light who have walked the earth before us. And so it is. Namaste. 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 We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Be refreshed, everyone. Come back when you're ready. And bring yourself fully back into the present. I will say first that that was quite a journey you all gave us. We all gave ourselves in this beautiful circle of light, which is a circle within a circles within many multiple dimensional circles on multi-dimensional planes of light. And my body is still adjusting to the energy work that was done for the power animals and the essence I received yesterday. So I thank you for the journey. Would anyone like to unmute themselves, say your name, and share? Anything?
Hi, Taveta, this is Tanis.
Hi, Tanny.
I'll begin to share.
Thank you, Tanny.
Thank you so much for reminding me that I too have been experiencing some wonderful gifts the last couple of days. Where to begin? Lava. We tend to forget the Earth's lava. That fire is never extinct. That's the core fire. And that's, in a sense, very similar to the fire we carry in our hearts. In Ayurveda, we call it the Agni, is what allows us to digest the experience of life, not only food, but everything that life throws our way. And it's that alchemy that you're referring to, that transformation that comes from within. The feet, the importance of the connection to the feet, to the Mother Earth. You can grab any other hand, you can grab any other part of the body, and they're more connected to earth, to air. But we cannot underestimate the power of our feet, and we tend to forget about our feet. But if we look at our feet, at our barefoot feet, you'll still see the barefoot feet of your child, of your inner child. And that feet, your foot is always connected to the earth, and therefore always connected to that lava, therefore connected to that flame. And I don't know if any of this makes sense. I'm probably jumbling a lot of words, but is the connection of the feet, the connection of the earth, the connection to that flame. And that alchemy has occurred, is occurring, and will continue to occur at a faster rate. I saw that darkness that you were referring to, and it's a big tornado that a lot of people are in. But I felt that our circle is a circle that's around this tornado, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing, that can go from this tornado to the circle. Again, I'm mumbling a lot, but it's the importance of that flame. It's the importance of, and not forgetting and remembering to always go to the core of the earth. It's important. We always talk about the mountains and the rivers and the flowers and the plants, but we need to go to the lava. We cannot forget the lava. That's the message I keep on hearing. So,
Thank you. We talked about going to the center of the earth and the flow, the lava. It's absolutely important. That was the introduction. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. So as you're sitting and standing, I recommend you just take a moment with that, because it obviously would like to be reconnected from the beginning to the end. So just see the base of your feet going all the way down through the center of the earth, connecting with the diamond light and the lava and the essence of the earth's core. Once again, completing our circle. Thank you, Tanis. Who else would like to share?
I could go next because it's sort of connected with what you said, Tanis. It's very interesting because the message that you said, the power animals, what do they give? And so I had to write it down. And it said, you are the fire in the belly of the mother. You are the turning fetus that brings new timelines. I haven't fully figured that out, but the moment I got that message, it started like the whole energy field around me started to change. And Tanis talked about the feet. I've been having feet issues for the last few weeks, maybe a month or so. And yesterday someone reminded me, Meenakshi, what is it that you're not wanting to do? You want to take a step, you're seeing a stone and you're letting it stop you. And you spoke of stones today, Taveta, and the stream. And I was noticing that my feet have stopped feeling. I mean, I've not done anything. I'm very lazy about doing physical things to my body, and it's feeling better. So I love what you're saying and what Tani's brought. Yes, it's I have to connect to the fire in the center of the mother. There are many other things, but I think for now that's all I'll share and let someone else share. Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thank you. Anybody else want to share? Unmute. This is the time for sharing your animals because those animals connected with all of us. So animals or anything, it's really kind of would be.
Well, I'd like to share then that the animals I saw were tiger and whale,
The
and I
tiger
don't know how,
and,
and the whale.
oh,
Whale.
beautiful.
Whale
I
has
had,
been with me for a bit, and I don't know, both of them have been coming to me for the past week. So I don't know how they're interconnected.
I'm so glad you said that because when I was going to my power animals and I thought, oh, maybe I could do in my mind when I think the whale's nice and the tiger. And they said, stop. Not today, but yesterday. And then they gave me my animals. And I'm going, oh, okay. Thank you. Tanis, did you get any power animals?
I did, and it's funny that we're talking about felines. And I was surprised. I actually got a jaguar.
Oh, beautiful.
Because I've always connected more to the birds. But again, I saw the jaguar's paws and the feet again to the earth. It's, I don't know,
Ah,
it's grounding, very grounding.
I'm so glad because a jaguar is my another animal I love. And my daughter made me a Mother's Day card and she said, you're like the jaguar. And I love the jaguar, but those aren't my power. Today, they aren't my power animals. Actually, they aren't, but thank you. And that means I think we're turning over. This is the whole point of this. We're turning in other energies of our being, and this is important. So, Vivian, would you like to share?
Oh, there's so much. Just like Tanis and Meenakshi. There's just so much in that meditation. Thank you. It's just incredibly rich. Just a couple observations. The first is that my power animals for some time have been the whale and the dolphin. But interestingly, today I got, I'm sorry, I got a squirrel and a bunny.
You've got my bunny. Oh, and the squirrel I see running back and forth. I'm so excited. You have no idea. I'm so excited.
Well, it was just sort of
I have to interrupt that you gave me your whale and then you took Taveta's. We're nicely going. The animals are going in a circle.
Oh, anyway, and actually they appeared today. I've already seen this morning 4 squirrels and 3 bunnies. I never see them all in one day. So those are my animals for today. And it's really consistent. I've been feeling for the past week. You talked about, have we all sensed something? I went away and I actually still have a day job, interestingly, but I went away, did a little getaway. And I think I was more at peace than I've ever been. I just thoroughly enjoying my getaways. So I'm not sure what the animal medicine is for squirrels and bunnies, but my first reaction was just to continue to remain light and playful. And that's how I see them, those animals. So that's the first thing. The second thing I wanted to tell you, I don't know how I'm coming across to you, but I can tell you, Taveta, you talked about sounds and bringing in sounds from the higher ranges, and that's something I I really relate to. I used to sing quite a bit, but there are always limits to my range, my vocal range. But what I saw in you today, which I think is a message for me, is that to me, today, Taveta, your voice has changed. It's the same, it's the Taveta energy, but it is sort of like a different Taveta with a different voice coming through. So I want to share that with you. It's all a matter of perception,
So
but
you can see that, hear that. Oh my goodness.
yes, I can hear that. Yeah. So you have brought in some different sounds, and through your communication, your verbal communication, I was able to detect a difference. Okay. So that's it for now. So much though. Thank you. It's just incredibly rich. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Yes, the day that I got my animals, and before we go on, I'll wait till the end. But the day I got my animals, my whole body was different and my voice was different, and it ranged. It was like it's clear and it's empty. I don't know. Thank you for that. White feather.
Yeah, my animal was the white wolf and the eagle came to me. And when I was doing some shamanic work and stuff, a white wolf came to me with the person I was working with. And she goes, after we were through part of it, she goes, wait a minute. And she went outside and came back, and she has a white wolf that is like her dog. And it was just, you know how when something like that happens and your insides just sort of acknowledge what's happening, how the energy is connecting and melding. And so I thought it was interesting that the white wolf came to me again, because it's a powerful animal for me. And what I sense for myself, and I hear it in all of us though, we have turned a corner. We have stepped into our, I don't know if I want to say power, but our true selves. We've come together more into our true energy and who we are in this moment on the earth and what we're here for. That's what it feels like to me. And the whale is ancient memory, and that has come to me many times. And when I was on Hopi land, the whales came. And so we're regaining our memory. That's what it feels like to me. We're opening up to the point that we can receive it, that it's coming in, and we're joining in that energy of the new world. To me, that's what it feels like. It's the energy of the new world, and what our role is, or what we, I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know the gentleman's name, but when he talked about the mother and the energy in the mother, and I've started going barefoot all the time. When I walk the dogs and stuff like that, I go barefoot, because we're not connecting to the mother, by wearing shoes that our feet can't penetrate through. And so anyway, I just feel like there's this huge movement of us finding our true selves, and it's just wonderful. It makes me feel happy and full, and like coming into an awareness of who I really am. And it's wonderful. So thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you. Jameis, would you like to share? Unmute yourself and share.
Hi, this is Lennox.
Hi.
So I connected with the lion, the elephant, and the whale as well. And a dolphin. So, and I've always been like in love with whales, but I hadn't really thought about them much or connected with them. I hadn't connected with the whale energy in a while. So that was cool. And then, sorry. And then, let's see. When you mentioned, you said something like, you have my power and greater. So say the masters before us that came before us. And I just started crying because I've been like asking Yogananda and the self-realization gurus, I've been asking them like for a sign, like a clear sign, like when all these abandonment issues came up again yesterday. And I just felt them clearly talking to me. And so thank you for that. Yeah, sometimes I go like long periods not being able to cry and just kind of like emotionally constipated and, you know, just wishing I could just cry and get it over with. But so thank you for that.
You're welcome. The power, that is a sign, and they're all actually, they're with you, behind you. So when they want you to claim that power that you have. So this is a great way for you to just, that inner child, because we carry it, go back to when you first felt, do a meditation tonight, go back to where you first felt the amazing joy of light, and become that child with them around you. Feel them giving you that energy and that power, and release everything else, and you will begin to claim it. Because as we realize that we are the creator and they are here with us, we are that power. So thank you for that. And your child is beautiful. Bringing the inner child and the joy here. And I'm glad you got the elephant, because I wanted to pick the elephant and the elephant was my son. So, okay, whatever. Thank you for that. Tree, would you like to share your power animals? Tree? Well, maybe she'll come on while I'm talking. I didn't know what to expect, but I got the power animal. I got the power animal of my owl flew in, but before that I got the snake. And I thought, the snake, okay, the serpent, right? The serpent. And then isn't that appropriate? The cobra that comes up, Kundalini, over you to transform you and take away the old and dissolve it. And that's what we're doing. And it came up and it went over me and dissolved the former essence of all that I was carrying. And then the hawk flew in. And there's a lot of hawks around here. And I thought, hawk, it goes after it's, animals. And it's been banging the cage to go after my son's bearded dragon. And then it came down and it swooped and it goes, no, I am here for guidance, for strength, for the ability to carry the messages. I am here for courage and to soar upwards. And I went, wow, thank you so much for coming. And then on the end flew in my owl, which is my owl of wisdom and insight. So I was very, very grateful for that. I've been trying to shed the old for a long time. And I think this journey that we're on, we are shedding it. And now is the time of taking the new and feeling your strength and the crying of releasing everything that we've been carrying is so important to do, because it's the tears of light and joy that help transform us further. So it's very empowering. Anybody else like to share their animals or anything else?
Can I share something, because you talked of the Kundalini and the snake? When you were talking about the circles around the head, I think at some stage you said something like that, and then I saw them front and back. I think that's what you said. They were intertwined like a vesica piscis, and then I saw from the center it starts to to radiate out, and it looked like a pineapple, and then the message that came was pineapple and pineal gland and kundalini awakening. So it's all interconnected.
Yes, this is such a new Kundalini that is arising up. And it's like we suddenly feel a new breath of light. And so going back to connecting the feet to Mother Gaia over this week, to the ancient ones, to whatever is the connective meditation, to connect to it further and carry the strength, I think, of creating this beautiful right relationship. And it just to say that we can go into any group of someone else's meditation or somewhere, and we can pick up any book, and there's always that insight in it for us. And I think that to be able to assist others to see that we can let go of the drama and trauma, that you can have emotion, but this is emotion would anybody like to add a word?
Yes. Emotion, energy and motion. Just keep moving.
Thank you. It's energy of light in motion, and that is what we are. We are now energy of light and love in motion, and that is what's so important for one to recognize, that others are now beginning to see the wisdom of sharing wisdom of what is happening on the earth. But when we do this, people are talking about not wanting to go into place. We are switching this just a little, and there is a reason for this. We'll see in the end. The way that I am not one for ever having protection, because I'm open. How can I be anything different? But we are building a physical body that is different from our older body. We are shifting the codes that are in here, the helixes. There's multiple differences that are occurring in our bodies simultaneously, and it is a quickening. And it is a quickening of conscious mind to be consciously aware, personally empowered with strength and courage to walk, and if something happens, to immediately create the right relationship, and to also still be aware that there are energies that are still happening around us, that we have the ability to connect to all modalities of healing, from shaman and ceremonies and everything that's available, and use that. But this energy around us that we bring down in the morning to protect us is a recognition of ourselves, that we are light bodies and aligning into our truth, that we send off light and love, that we no longer absorb, that it sends it out to others. And it may occur that somebody turns around and we have done nothing and they dump on us, or they get upset with us. And this is our job, with around the insight of light and love. That's the other side of the coin, where we're forgiving ourselves the freedom to be at peace and joy with divine energy of who we are, and ask for giving everyone the freedom, so we connect with the insight that is there, the lesson, the challenge, and connect with the individual to share where we are coming from, because we may have totally misunderstood them, or they may have totally misunderstood us. And this is very important, because there's a lot of people having a lot of issues because they're misunderstanding, or they want to keep the old ways of behaving, and you can't anymore. You cannot keep the old ways. They are dissolving. And we need to get into the energy of what's transpiring with AI, which they want to give us all a little pill, which we swallow, and we're chipped. And so that's a better way, if we had to do something, I suppose, than actually getting it into our blood. But COVID is with us, and we want to recognize that our physical bodies don't need to be around large crowds if we do go in, that we want to keep our immune system strong. And there is only a few things that you do need to do with this, which is you need to make sure that you have zinc and quercetin taken on a regular basis, along with magnesium, vitamin C, D, and your multiple B vitamins, and your one set of multi-minerals or vitamins if you can. That if it's in tight spaces, and I do have an amazing video, if anybody's interested, they can connect with Meenakshi and I will get their email and send it to them. But a woman who is a holistic healer who has been treating children, and she has found herself suddenly where somebody was boosted. She knew the person had a shot, but hadn't seen her for a while. But the person who got another booster, and she saw her right away. And so when she came to her, she started treating her, and she didn't realize, and she started to immediately get vertigo and start to have issues. And she calls it being spiked. So if you find yourself spiked, you are recommended to go back and up your zinc, quercetin, zinc, and C and D. And there is also ivermectin, which you can go to Mexico and just get at the pharmacy. Which you can also get here through Frontier Doctors. And there is hydroxychloroquine, which also works. And you can get that from doctors. because we are in a physical body. But I am guided to tell you that now, through this energy healing that we've done on the planet, you will be less susceptible once you have transformed into this new energy consciousness, and your fullness of who you are. And the peasants will go up and down sometimes, but we will remain there steadfastly. It will help us from being caught, and the symptoms may not be as severe, and we can rest and take a day off or something. So we have to become more practical about what is happening, as well as working in this quantum field, which is paramount to us doing, along with having a lot of joy and freedom. Anybody else like to share anything before we close? I want to thank you all so much for this journey. I would like us to think of anybody who needs healing or would like healing. And I'm going to throw into the center of the ring a healer of mine. She is a acupuncture light beam generator, and she treats people in a small room. And obviously something has occurred for her. And I would like to put her in the center of the circle, along with anybody else who needs healing at this moment, in the center of the circle, along with Mother Gaia and everybody. So as we begin to relax, place anybody you'd like in the circle and begin breathing deeply. Feeling a beautiful glow of light around you, and the beautiful glow of light above your crown, securing your divine energy throughout your body, throughout your presence. We talk on a Sing your song of silence. Put your energy soul into the light, your words. Seal it with the lotus flower, the rose, and any other flowers, the sunflower. And we send it out around, through the earth, into the earth, and out through the heavens and beyond. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring yourself back. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. So grateful for your presence and your energy today.
Thank you,
Thank you
Taveta.
so much. Thank you, Taveta.